Welcome to JLL Perspectives. I'm your host, Kate Pilgrim, Managing Director and Co-Head of Tenant Representation for JLL Victoria. Today we're exploring how one of Australia's most recognisable beverage brands, Asahi Beverages, is shaping the future of work through the workplace move, as well as discussing key trends across the hospitality sector. Joining me is John Tortora from Asahi Beverages and Will Connolly, Senior Vice President of Hotels and Hospitality at JLL. Together, we're going to unpack the importance of culture, connection and partnership in building environments that support people and performance. Will, do you want to tell us a little bit about your role at JLL?
Yeah, thanks, Kate. Appreciate you having me on today and good to be with you, John.
Likewise.
So I've been at JLL now for since 2019, one of 10 operatives around Australia, specialising in pubs from leasehold to freehold. I have actually have a family history of ownership in the pub game as well within Victoria, spanning back to the 1950s. So I guess you could say it's in my blood, and I really enjoy what I do.
You're a Republican, you know.
There you go. I didn't know that.
That's good.
JT.
Good to be here, Kate.
Thanks, JT. Let's start. If we could talk about the Australia Asahi business, the interplay with Japan, your HQ, and also a little bit about your role and what you do at Asahi.
Sure. So Asahi Beverages Group is a combination of amazing brands of portfolio. So probably the best way to explain is as you wake up and when you go to bed, every time you put a liquid on your lips, it could be one of our brands. So from Allpress coffee to water, hydration of Frantel and Coolidge, to energy drinks of Gatorade, and now Solar Energy, through to our craft beers, which is Bolter, Four Pines, Pirate Life, etc. We've also got a mainstream beers of Asahi, Peroni, Carlton Draft, Pure Blonde, moving on to vodka cruisers and Hard Rated, which is an amazing brand we've launched, through to whiskies and gins and vodkas. So each time you put something towards your lips, you should be, hopefully it's one of our products. So hopefully it makes you thirsty right now. Mm-hmm. So that's our brands and what we stand for. In terms of our people, we're about 4,000 in Australia and New Zealand, headquartered in Southbank, Victoria, and 31,000 globally, which is headquartered in Japan, Tokyo.
And your remit, JT?
And then my remit's the Chief Procurement Officer for the Australia-New Zealand business, which basically means all our spend comes through myself, and my team look after about $2.5 billion of spend for the group. Which then involves, marketing, industrials, leases, products, ingredients, cardboard, cans, glass, whatever needs to be purchased to run the business comes through my function. And our role is to obviously ensure we get good security of supply, great pricing, great strategies for now and into the future.
And property sits under your remit as JT, and I had the benefit of getting to know you through your Melbourne office requirement where we represented you. And obviously you've got a team under you as well that we worked closely with. But the move for Asahi in Melbourne, we were looking ahead of lease expiry. Do you want to maybe talk to some of those drivers around why the need to move earlier and some of that sort of cultural alignment?
Yeah, so if you look at the history of the group, it's an amalgamation of multiple mergers, acquisitions, etc. And the most recent one was the Asahi acquisition of Carlton United Breweries. That meant two businesses coming together and moving to one headquarters. And we soon realised that the headquarters that we were in didn't really invoke great collaboration. We didn't have enough space. The lighting was pretty poor. And as we're trying to get people to encourage to come to work for collaboration, because we are a beverage business and it's about working together and face-to-face, the workplace didn't give us that sort of environment that we're looking for. So hence I was to engage with you, Kate, and your great team to look at ahead of the game and ahead of the market, where we could go and where we could relocate to. So the driver was really around collaboration and getting people back into the office. And so one of our limitations where we are today is we just can't fit. So it's a bit hard to encourage people to come in when they're frustrated if they can't get a meeting room or the space isn't ideal. So really our aim was to find a location that we could get everyone to fit in, world-class facilities, great space, great lighting, but also what we talked about is life admin and around a location that people want to come to work, that they can do their duties in and out of work and feel like it's home. We spend a lot of time at work, and it's a bit like having a new car or a new home when you got someone in new premises. It's a great reset, and it's a great way to rebrand who we are and how we operate as a group.
And I feel like that experience piece was really important for the business, but on that return to office, and there's a lot of conversations that are ongoing across Australia, but also across the globe around return to office and getting your employees back in. Maybe do you want to touch on that?
Yeah, there's no playbook on this one, is there? We're all writing our own playbooks and working out what's right, what's wrong. But I mean, and each business got its own needs and wants. But for us, we want people to work together collaboratively and in the office. So we're mandating a 3+ days from the new office build. We're also mandating the Monday. So we want everyone in the office on a Monday. So we're definitely forcing some great collaboration. And then 3+ from there. So because we've got the space now and the facilities to encourage many more to come in.
I guess from a connection piece, does that then sort of set the week, drive the week if everyone's in, on a Monday and starting the week together?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And also it's how we're setting up the workplace. So we're setting up neighbourhoods. So each function's got a neighbourhood where they can go and sit and they know where their team's going to be found. But also good tech coming into the office where when you're coming in, really easy to be able to book rooms, know what's available, what's not available, know who's in, know where people are sitting. We're over 4 floors of exciting floor space, and therefore it's great to be able to work through those floors and know where people are. So that's going to be our driver going forward. Yeah.
And part of the business case around the early move was to take advantage of the market conditions, but also, I guess, those commercial terms more broadly and a reset for the business, as